I'm just going to blather and you're going to make me look like Kevin Spacey, right? Jim Robertello. I've been coming to Grace Bible Chapel for, I want to say coming on 15 years. I first got introduced to the chapel through Little Lambs. Actually, my youngest son, Justin, was in Little Lambs when he was 3. And it was about that time that I met Greg Gaffney. Greg and I became pretty good friends. Our daughters played on the same soccer team. So Greg and I would spend many seasons on the sidelines together talking. And one day, I just walked into the chapel and said, I really want to see what church is all about here. I was going to a Catholic church at the time, and I was kind of looking around for other churches, other experiences, and I walked into church here, and Pastor Joe Schneider was preaching at the time. There was a great band here that Greg led, and I was just overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed by the clarity and power of Pastor Joe's message. I was overwhelmed by the rocking band. I never left, and I've been here since then. So one day I was walking through the middle of Morristown. It was 2008, and if you ever talked about God grabbing you and leading you on a path, this was my experience. I'm walking through Morristown, and I've walked by the Market Street Mission I don't know how many times, and something just drew me to walk into the place. I asked them, I go, what do you guys do here? And for the next hour, Nancy Hanna, who was the volunteer coordinator at Market Street Mission, took me for a tour of the facility, talked to me about what they do there. They feed and shelter the homeless, but the biggest piece of the mission is they are a drug and alcohol rehabilitation center, based on the Christian principles and 12 steps of recovery. And at any given time, there's 60 to 70 guys in there who are living there free of charge for 6 to 9 months, trying to get better, trying to heal, and trying to overcome the addictions that have just taken over their lives. So at the end of our tour, Nancy asks me, she goes, well, we have chapel here 7 days a week. She goes, do you preach? I go, no, I don't preach. I play the guitar, but that's probably not of much use to you. And she looks at me eyes wide open and she says, the guys love to sing. So I said, well, okay. So it wasn't till 7 months later that I actually came back to the mission and said, hey, I'd love to participate in leading praise and worship at chapel a couple days a week in the mornings. And I remember going my first time. Mitch Green was running the guy's side of the house. I went in and I made up some songbooks of all types of music, everything from Amazing Grace to contemporary Christian music. I passed them out to the guys at 7 a.m., plugged my guitar into the Mackie PA, and really the rest has been history. It is an incredible experience for me to be at the Market Street Mission, and an incredible privilege that God has chosen me to be His instrument and to lead praise and worship at chapel. There is just amazing work being done there when I see the work that God and Jesus is doing in these guys' lives and helping them recover from alcohol and drug addiction. These are guys who are completely down on their luck, might have been living on the streets. Many of them were in prison. And they come to the Market Street Mission to heal, and just the work that's being done there through Christ is absolutely amazing to see these guys progress and get back on their feet. And I would tell you, just for me, the last 8 years that I've been there, I get as much out of it as they do. It's been an incredible experience for me. A couple reasons. I am an average guitarist at best, but I feel that God gave me a gift and He's given it to me for His purpose. And it's really been a couple of purposes, right? I play here at Grace Bible Chapel, and I'm blessed and privileged to be able to do that. And He's taken the rudimentary guitar skills that I have, and He is using them through me, with me at the Market Street Mission to, lead these guys in praise and worship. And, I watch them when we play and sing, and these guys are truly worshiping. And I know that through me, that He is bringing them closer to Him.